I took one sleepy morning so early that even Savvy wasn't around yet. Spontaneous ones I took at Rufus, or the other girls in my cabin, or the staged ones we took for their...
What's up, friends? So it is Saturday, June 14th, and I thought I'd start a little vlog. Don't entirely know what we'll all get up to this weekend. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so we are going to have a lovely picnic tomorrow on the canal with the family, so that will be lovely. Hopefully the weather cooperates. And then today I am mostly just here. Want to get the day started off right, so going to get a workout in. I mean, it's not super early. I think it's like just after 10, but I did get up in good time. Yesterday was rough. Like I had a full day of work and it was a full day of driving around. And as I was driving home, so luckily it was like by the end of the day, my vision started getting like a little bit weird on the edges. And like my eyes were starting to feel really sensitive to the light, and then I could start to feel a headache coming on, and I'm like, okay, great. Oh, we've got a migraine coming. And I've had this type of migraine a couple times in my life. It's like an aura migraine. It affects your vision. It can make you, have numb sensations. So like it was all kind of like my vision was affected on my right side. My right hand went numb, which was freaky, but I've had it before, so I knew what it was. So I just like popped some Tylenol, had supper, and went to bed and woke up feeling so much better, like new. So yeah, you just gotta like, if that happens, just don't try and power through. It will just make it worse, because I've had, I think, 3 in my life. The first one was the worst. I had no idea what was happening. I thought I was having a stroke. The second one, when it started to come on, I noticed the early signs and just like took meds, went to bed, and it was fine. This one, it got a little bit worse than my second one, but still nowhere near what my first one was, because when I really started to realize what it was, and like part of it was like driving, so I had to power through because I needed to get home, and then had supper, and it was really like I took Tylenol as soon as I got home, but I was starting to like, no, this isn't gonna just like wear off. You need to go to bed, and so I did, feeling much better. So anyways, we are gonna get an arm workout in, and then we're just gonna like putter today. I have a little fun unboxing that I will do later, but yeah, let's get this workout in. So, workout done. It was such a great arm workout. My arms are dead tired now. And it feels good to like get it done in, before lunchtime. It is like 10 to 12 now. So like I said, I have a package, so I thought we'd do a little unboxing. Now, this package I actually had to travel across the border to the States to pick up. I did that bright and early this morning, just anticipating the possible wait at the border if I wait too late in the day to get across. So it wasn't like too bad. We're really only about 15 minutes from the connect point where you can pick up packages and really save on shipping if shipping to Canada is way too expensive. I haven't done this in years and years, but I discovered a company that makes tiki mugs and I fell in love and I really wanted to get my hands on this one. So yeah, this morning I ventured over to the States and I picked up my package. So it is from the company Tiki Land Trading Co. Now, I have been aware of these tiki mugs for quite a long time. There are a couple of tiki mugs of like a couple, like toucans that I've been in love with. And I believe at least the one I think might have been affiliated with Trader Sam's like years and years ago. They certainly do make newer versions that are released at Trader Sam's. If you don't know, Trader Sam's is like this tiny little tiki bar in one of the Disney resorts. I think it's the Polynesian Resort in Florida. You have to wait a really long time to get in. It's supposed to have a really cool vibe. I've never been. I did try, but the wait was going to be insane. So we didn't wait. Anyway, I discovered I don't know how I didn't find this before, because I've been having my eye on like tiki mugs on eBay for a while, and then there was one that I really liked, and in looking around I discovered that instead of spending a crazy amount on eBay, the website still had some on sale. So let's just like get into it and then we'll talk about it. So yeah, Tiki Land Trading Co. by Tiki Tony, I believe the sculptor is like Tiki Tony, and sometimes there's a sculptor named Thor that also sculpts. I haven't done a lot of research into this other than the fact that I just love these tiki glasses. On the website, a lot of times the tiki mugs, they're up on the website for a long time for pre-order, and so there's like, depending on when you catch these items, there's different prices. So if they're in pre-order, they're at the cheapest price. Then when they are actually made and ready to ship, the price goes up. And then depending on if there's any what they call whoopsies, which might just be like a really minor flaw, it doesn't meet their standards, but to look at it, you might not even notice it. Those are cheaper. Now, you don't know until it's actually made if they're going to have any whoopsies. And then there's another kind where you can get them for really, really cheap, and it's actually, they would be okay to just sit on a shelf, but they didn't really meet the standards to actually hold liquid. So this one is a whoopsie. So we'll see if I can even tell. It's just full of peanuts. She's heavier than I was expecting. Sweet. Quality, high quality item. Aloha Kangaloosh. That might not be how you say that. If you did not receive all the goods you were expecting in this package, the remaining ones will be arriving in separate shipments. Mahalo. Alright, let's open this. More packing peanuts. Oh, it comes with a little card with a cocktail recipe on the back. Amazing. Oh man, can you see his little eyes? She's heavy. She's got some weight to it. I love that. Ooh, and it's so big. I love this. I'm obsessed already. I haven't even seen it out of the bubble wrap. I don't even know what you would consider a whoopsie. Maybe some of the green paint is running into the eyes. I don't know. This is like my first whoopsie, and because every whoopsie would potentially be different, it's even hard to say, but this is phenomenal to me. Ooh. Yeah, so this is Drunktopus, I think it was called. You know, we've got a little drunk octopus with his little sippy cup sitting on a scuba diver's helmet. Oh God, I love this. This is beautiful. This is phenomenal. So, and definitely a lot of room for a cocktail in there. It's got Tiki Land Trading, Tiki Tony on the bottom. Yeah, this was worth having to like pop over to get, because the shipping was astronomically cheaper to have it shipped across there. And it's like pretty easy. It's hit and miss if it's gonna be a long line at the border, but oh my God, so worth it. I'm obsessed. It's still undecided. I don't know if I will ever actually have a cocktail out of this guy, but I don't know, maybe. But regardless, he's going to sit on my shelf and I am obsessed. Oh my God, love. So I mentioned that there was another one that I was obsessed with. And I first learned about this guy. I used to watch a YouTube channel a lot when Em and I were making a lot of cocktails. I think it's called How to Drink. And he makes all these different cocktails and he is so entertaining to watch, and the videos are just really well produced. And his commentary when making the drinks and everything is just phenomenal. And I think he made like a tiki style cocktail and he drank it out of this guy. His name is Jose. And yeah, Adventureland Day, again, Tiki Tony, Tiki Land Trading. So same company, but this guy's like quite old, I think. I'm not sure what year this guy is from. I'd have to look it up, but I do believe he's from like Adventure Island, the California Disney, I believe. But I love Jose so much, and I have like had my eye on him for years and years, basically ever since I saw him on an episode of How to Drink. I've kind of had my eye on him. So it's like the same company. And when I like actually discovered that they like are still pumping out tiki mugs. Now this is like quite a bit heavier. This has got like a glossy glaze. This is more of like a matte finish. I'm assuming it's just because they come out with all different styles. But yeah, again, I don't know if I will ever drink out of Jose, but maybe. Yeah, so he's still like, he came in, when I ordered this guy, he came in his box. And as you can see, he's got a girl there. But when I ordered, I also got his girlfriend. And I did actually see, I think it's sold out, but she was still on the Tiki Land website, I think as like a whoopsie or something. So like, she's still out there, although I think she's been around for a long time too. I think her name is Rosita. But yeah, again, Tiki Land Day. This beautiful little parrot. I love them. They are so cute. And I mean, this is the one that I have had my eyes on. This is the one that I've wanted for years. And then I found them together. So I was like, okay, yes, this is happening. This is finally happening after years of wanting these two. Because if you've seen before, I have done some unboxing of some tiki mugs before. I got one when I went to Florida that says Trader Sam's on it because we did look in the gift shop. So I got a Trader Sam's one, which apparently when I bought it, they said when they do come into stock, they go real fast. So she was like, ooh, good on you, because she had someone in there earlier that was looking for one and they didn't have any because they sell it so fast. So I was excited to get that one. And then I do have some geeky tiki ones. I have like Admiral Akbar, I have Scooby-Doo, and then I have another Scooby-Doo character, like one of the villains. They came together. Conan stuck his head in this, and he's coming out. What are you doing? No, he's trying to eat. Oh, you silly goon! You silly goon! Oh, he's being a silly boy. Are you being a silly boy? Sorry, my phone is on a tripod. That didn't go as planned. Anyways, yeah, it is almost noon, so I'm gonna get ready to make myself my first meal of the day. Some We're gonna make an egg in a basket, some breakfast. And then, yeah, I'm gonna putter, do some cleaning. Maybe if I have some time, do some crafty stuff. It's also a beautiful day. I want to sit outside. Last weekend, I had no plans. I did nothing. It was gorgeous all weekend long, both Saturday and Sunday. And I honestly did nothing. I just stayed inside and did the bare minimum that I needed outside. The last like several weeks have just been like really stressful, taking a lot out of me, and just lots going on. And it kind of sucked when I got to the weekend and I just couldn't get myself to do anything. I think I just needed super chill weekend of doing nothing. But this weekend I want to actually get outside. When I was driving back from picking up my octopus friend, I noticed that there was a loon in the water right at like a viewpoint that you can stop along the parkway. And also at that same viewpoint, I have been keeping my eye on a swan's nest, hoping to see babies. And so when I saw a loon not too far off the shore, I like zipped back, grabbed my camera and zipped back, got some cool shots of the loon, I think. And I also noticed there are babies in that nest. They were pretty well, I just saw one's head like poking about, and then the mom covered them up. So I am gonna try and zip back over there sometime today just to see if I can get a better view of the babies and maybe get a few pictures. But yeah, just puttering. I've got some cleaning I need to do today, and then maybe do some crafting. The one thing that I did do last weekend, but like didn't require me to leave the couch, was I picked up this punch needling kit, which I had never heard of like punch needling before, but it was just this little beginner's kit. And so I made this little bunny punch needle thing. So I think I'm gonna get like a little frame that I can hang on the wall. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I might even get some more kits because it's just like a pretty easy chill thing you can do while you're just watching TV. You don't have to think about it much. I did take a crochet 101 class at the library last week or the week before, I guess. And it was real hard. It was so hard. I do still want to like practice and try, but I feel like my fingers maybe aren't coordinated enough for that because I found it so tough. This, not tough. Your fingers don't need to be coordinated to hold the yarn and all that stuff. So I might pick up a couple more of these just to like do when I'm just feeling like chilling on the couch and being crafty. And also I want to get back at some needle felting. I have a blue jay that I started, and maybe we'll do some of that today. I could probably even sit outside while I do that. So yeah, let's make some food and yeah, just do some stuff. Chill Saturday. So it is now just after 3. So I just got back from like a quick dump run, and then I did scoot down to the water to see if I could take some pictures of the baby swans to see if they're a little bit more visible. And they were. I got some shots. I mean, they're still like kind of far away, but you'll be able to see them in the picture, which is excellent. And even more exciting than baby swans was a kingfisher flew up and landed in a tree really close to where I was standing. Like, I tried to swing my camera around, but it flew off again. But I did see where it landed. It was super far off. The picture I got was really, really bad and like not completely in focus because it was so far away. But I wanted to take a picture of it so I could zoom in on my screen just to confirm if it was a kingfisher. And it was. I also double checked my app for its call, and it definitely was a kingfisher. And when I zoomed in, you could tell it had a fish in its mouth. So exciting. I think I'm gonna have to like pop in at that spot more often just to check out the birds. So stoked that I got like a closer glimpse of a kingfisher. Birds. So I've just been like puttering and tidying up, and I was putting some stuff away in the spare room, and I did not notice that Conan was in there until I had like made a few passes. What are you doing there, buddy? Just super cozy in the back on top of all the pillows. Has to have the most comfort. What did you get? Right, so it is about 10:30, just about to hit the road for our little picnic. This is what I've decided to wear. My American Eagle shorts. This is like an old crop top that has the anatomy of a hammerhead shark. I got it on Etsy. I have a few different ones. I love them. They are such nice little crops, especially for animal lovers. And then I've got my little like Buff Bunny cropped denim jacket. Love it so much. Yeah, the weather looks great. Yeah, I don't even think I will honestly need this jacket because it's really warm out. What you doing in there, puppies? He's been like getting into mischief lately. I don't know. He's in his mischief era. Like, he turned into a senior and he's decided to get into trouble. Anyways, I gotta hit the road, gotta pack up the car. Yeah, should be a lovely day. So, it is now about 6:30 and I've been home for like maybe about 20 minutes. It was a lovely day. I didn't film anything, just wanted to enjoy the day. The weather was beautiful. We had such a lovely time, had some delicious pizza and desserts and all good stuff. Just hung by the water, watched some boats go through. We were there for like about 6 hours. It was kind of like the same last year, just nobody was like in a hurry. We just hung out and it was lovely. My nephew did some fishing. He didn't catch anything, had a few little nibbles, but it was so lovely. Conan was such a good boy. He just chilled in the shade. I feel like I probably got some sun today. We tried to mostly stay in the shade, but got a little bit of some sun in there too. So lovely. Anyways, that's it for tonight. I still got to figure out what I'm gonna cook for supper. Not super hungry because just been like kind of munching on things while we were hanging out by the water, but still got to figure out something to eat. Yeah, and then just gonna chill the rest of the night.